Before Lofty 4.43, if you built a killer smart plan in one account and wanted it in another account, you were basically stuck rebuilding the whole damn thing by hand like it was 2012. Well, now you can copy it with a code. That's the real headline of the new Lofty 4.43 update, not the boring release note version. The practical version is this. Lofty just made smart plans portable. And if you're an agent, a team leader, a coach, admin, or anybody who's ever wasted hours rebuilding automation step by step, this update is huge. But let me be clear right from the jump. Copying a smart plan is easy now. Copying a strategy without understanding is still a great way to create a CRM dumpster fire. So in this video, I'm going to show you what changed in Lofty 4.43, what actually matters, and which features you need to be careful with before you start turning everything on. And yes, this update is not the flashiest thing Lofty has ever released, but if you're trying to run your CRM like a real business system instead of a digital junk drawer, this is the kind of update you actually want to understand. Also, real quick, I am a certified Lofty reseller and coach, so if you're looking at Lofty and you want help getting it set up correctly, I can help you get it for less than buying it direct. And more importantly, I can help you not build a giant mess on day one. All right, let's get into the part that actually matters. The biggest feature in Lofty 4.43 is Smart Plan Export and Import. This is the one that jumped off the page for me immediately because I've been requesting this for years. Lofty now lets you share your smart plans between accounts using a shareable code. And that code is valid for 7 days. Another Lofty user can take that code, go into the Create Smart Plan screen, import that plan directly into their account. Guys, this is a huge deal because up until now, if you had a strong follow-up plan built in one Lofty account and wanted to move it to another Lofty account, that process was anything but smooth. You either had to rebuild it manually or ask support for help or come up with some weird workaround that took way more time than it ever should have. And if you've ever built out a real smart plan, you know this is not just 5 clicks and you're done. You have delays, you have text messages, you have emails, you have task reminders, you have conditions, you have tags, you have different lead types, you have timing that actually matters. So when somebody says, hey, can you put that same smart plan in this other account too? That used to mean you're about to burn a bunch of time rebuilding something that already existed. And now, finally, Lofty solved that. And this matters for 3 groups of people. If you're an individual agent, this can save you time if you're working with a coach, a team, or another agent who already has a proven workflow. If you're a team leader, this is huge because you can finally create standardized follow-up systems and share it across your team without everybody building their own random version of it. And if you're someone like me who resells and trains agents on Lofty, this gives us a much cleaner way to move proven workflows into other accounts. So that's the good news. Now, here's the part where agents can get themselves in trouble. Just because you can import a smart plan doesn't mean you should blindly turn it on and start blasting people. Please don't do that. This is still your CRM. These are still your leads. And this is most importantly, still your reputation. So before you activate anything, you need to review every single step. I want you guys to look at the timing, look at the messaging, look at the tags, look at the lead type, look at the conditions, look at who the tasks are assigned to, and look at whether the plan actually makes sense for your business. And most importantly, personalize the plan. Because if it's not in your speaking style and it doesn't sound like you or reflect your business style, then you're wasting your time. And guys, remember, automation is only powerful when it's pointed in the right direction and actually sounds like you. So if you import a random plan, turn it on, and assume your CRM is magically fixed, no, dude, it's not. That's just not how this works. This is how you create follow-up that feels automated, tone deaf, or completely disconnected from the way you actually work with your clients. And that's where a lot of agents get burned. They think the tool is the strategy, but it's not. The tool executes the strategy. So you still need to understand what the plan is doing, who it's talking to, and what experience your leads are actually going to get from it. The other smart plan improvement in 4.43 is the configuration issue detector. This is not as exciting as exporting and importing smart plans, but it might save you from some real problems. Lofty can now flag broken smart plan steps in the list view and highlight those issues right inside the builder. And that matters because broken automations are sneaky. You might think a plan is working perfectly, but one step step is misconfigured, or one action is missing, or one user's not set up correctly, and then one trigger doesn't fire, and guess what? One task goes nowhere. And now your lead follow-up has a major hole in it. And the worst part is you may not notice this for weeks. Then all of a sudden you realize leads weren't getting the experience you thought they were getting. So no, this new update's not gonna make some insane thumbnail by itself. Nobody's clicking a video because they're pumped about a configuration issue detector. But if you're actually building real systems inside Lofty, this is a very useful quality of life update. So my recommendation here is simple. After 4.43, I want you to go look at your smart plans. Don't just assume everything is clean. Open up the builder and check for issues. Clean up the broken steps. And if you're going to start importing smart plans from other accounts, make sure you review those imported plans before you activate them. That one step can save you a ton of pain later. All right, so the next update is bulk assign to the sales agent. So you can now go to the people page, select multiple leads, and assign them to the sales agent in one action instead of doing it one by one. For agents or teams using Lofty's sales agent heavily, this is going to save you a ton of time. Lofty also added some guardrails here, and I can actually appreciate this one. Leads tagged as do not contact, AI DNC, AI wrong number, and leads already enrolled in sales agent will automatically be skipped. And that matters because the last thing you want is to accidentally throw people into an AI follow-up after they've already told you not to contact them. That's not just annoying. That can become a compliance problem, a reputation problem, and honestly, it just makes you look like you don't have control of your own system. Also, if the number of eligible leads is higher than your remaining quota, the whole action gets blocked up front. That is the right move because partial enrollment would be a nightmare. Imagine thinking you assigned 300 leads to the sales agent, but only 187 actually went in because you ran out of quota halfway through. Now you're trying to figure out who got enrolled and who didn't, what happened, and why your follow-up is inconsistent. One thing that I don't like right now is that we still can't filter based on who's being assigned by the AI agent inside the people page. So that happening could create a major problem. Now, let me give you my honest take on the sales agent. I love that Lofty is continuing to improve it. And I like that they are making it easier to manage at scale. And for some agents, especially agents who don't have any follow-up system at all, the sales agent can be better than nothing. But you guys already know where I stand on this. I still do not personally rely on Lofty's sales agent as my main AI sales system. And the reason is simple. I want full control. I want my AI trained on me, my business, my clients, my offers, my tone, my compliance rules, my target avatar, and my actual strategy. I do not want an AI agent that sounds like a generic salesperson who woke up inside my CRM and started chasing people down. And this is where I've seen mixed results. Sometimes it works okay. Sometimes it feels a little too pushy. And sometimes it still doesn't have enough context to really represent the agent properly. And in real estate, context matters. We're not selling phone cases here. We're dealing with people making one of the biggest financial decisions of their lives. So yes, bulk assign to sales agent is useful, but guys, please use it carefully. Monitor the conversations, check the tone, make sure it represents you, make sure it doesn't break the law, make sure it doesn't break ethics, make sure that it does its job right. So don't just dump a bunch of old leads into sales agent and assume everything's going to be magical. This is how agents end up with automation that feels automated and could potentially end up in some trouble. And nobody here wants that. Okay, so the next update is for the homeowner agent quota purchase and management. Lofty redesigned the homeowner agent quota page to make it easier to purchase, manage, and adjust your homeowner monitoring capacity. They now have a personal plan and team plan options. The personal plan is going to be for individual agents. The team plan gives you a shared quota pool across the team. Lofty also said the personal homeowner agent plans have a lender split option available. Quota upgrades take effect immediately and reductions take effect the next month. So you keep access through the current billing cycle. So this will not matter to every single agent watching this, but it does matter if you're leaning into the homeowner nurturing. And honestly, I think more agents should be paying attention to that side of the business because right now everybody talks about buyer leads. Everybody talks about seller leads. Everybody talks about internet leads, but your homeowner database is where a lot of the long-term value sits. You have your past clients. They have home valuation leads, people who aren't ready to sell yet, people who bought 2 years ago and are starting to wonder what their equity looks like. These are people who are not raising their hand today, but could become a seller if you stay relevant. And that's where homeowner nurturing can become useful. Now, don't just buy a quota and call that a strategy. I'm not the biggest fan of the homeowner agent. I think the values are off, but it could be used as a good excuse to get a hold of them. What we don't want to do is start randomly sending home evaluations to people who didn't request them because that is cheesy and that is salesy. How about we nurture them? Keep them updated on, the values of being a homeowner and what they can do to maintain their investment. That's what I try to focus on. I want to provide value to people. I don't want people to think that I'm just trying to get them to buy a house, because I'm not. I don't want them to buy and I don't want them to sell if they're not ready, but I want them to be informed so they can make good decisions when that time comes. And that's where the nurture process comes in. That's where the real value is made. And this is why I consistently get 5, 6, and 7-year-old leads converting in my CRM, because I stay in touch without trying to get them to make a move. So when you think about homeowner nurturing, you need to think about what message is going out. What value are they receiving? And what happens if they engage? And what happens if they don't? Are you giving them real homeowner education? Or are you just using this to poke them every few months and ask if they want to sell or beg for referrals? Because the second one gets old really, really quick. So I do like that Lofty made the quota management cleaner so it's way clearer. And I like that teams can manage a shared quota. And I also like that the individual agents have a cleaner plan structure, but just make sure there's an actual homeowner nurture strategy behind it. Okay, moving on. This next feature needs to be handled carefully because Lofty listed it in the 4.43 release notes, but they also clearly stated that it has been delayed. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is fully live and ready to go if Lofty's saying it's been delayed, but the concept is worth understanding because when it does roll out, it's going to be very useful. This idea is that Smart Plan actions will be able to target a specific named user instead of only targeting a role assigned to the lead. So instead of saying, send this notification to the assigned agent or create this task for the assigned lender, you'd be able to choose a specific Lofty user from a dropdown for certain action. And Lofty's actions are going to be like auto email, auto text, notification, assign to check, subtask, postcard, letter, and Zapier actions. So this is going to help teams a lot because maybe you have one ISA handling a certain part of the workflow. Maybe one admin handles transaction checklist tasks. Maybe one operations person needs to get notified when a certain type of lead takes a specific action. Being able to assign an action to a specific person instead of relying only on a role can make automation way cleaner. But there's also a risk here. If that named user is inactive or unavailable when the action runs, Lofty says the smart plan is going to pause and log an error. Now that makes sense because you don't want automations firing into the void, but it also means team leaders and admins need to pay attention to this because if you build a bunch of automations around one specific person and then that person leaves the team, changes roles, loses access, or gets deactivated, your smart plans can start pausing and that's not good for anyone. So when this officially rolls out, I think it will be powerful. Just don't hard code every single workflow to one person unless you have a reason. More control is always awesome, but more control means you can also break stuff faster. And that's just the reality of CRM automation. Now, there are a few smaller operational updates inside of 4.43 that aren't huge by themselves, but they do make Lofty cleaner to use. First off is going to be multi-select pipeline stages and segment filters. So when you're creating or editing a segment, you will now be able to select multiple pipeline stages at once instead of just creating separate segments for each stage. This is straightforward and powerful and absolutely useful because CRM clutter is real. Some agents have so many segments, tags, lists, automation, and pipeline stages that they don't even know what half of them do anymore. And then they wonder why their CRM feels overwhelming. And it's because the system has been duct taped together for 3 years. So anytime Lofty gives us a cleaner way to organize the database with fewer duplicated rules and fewer unnecessary segments, I'm all for it. Next up is adding family members as contacts on transactions. So when you're adding contacts to a transaction, Lofty's going to let you include the lead's family member directly from the same search flow. And that makes sense. And honestly, it's a little overdue. Because in real estate, the person attached to the transaction is not always the only person involved. You have a spouse. You might have an adult child helping a parent. You might have another family member involved in the communication. So being able to connect those people cleanly inside the transaction is a huge help to keep the deal organized. But once again, warnings here. Use your common sense. Just because you can add a family member doesn't mean you should start blasting transaction updates to everybody without permission or context. Make sure they're supposed to be involved. Make sure the communication is appropriate because privacy still matters. And finally, syncing tasks to a third-party calendar. I love this one. So now you can sync your Lofty tasks directly to a connected calendar like Google or Outlook. It's not turned on automatically, so you have to go into your integrated calendar settings and turn on sync tasks toggle button. Only future tasks are going to be synced, so your calendar does not get flooded with a bunch of old junk. All-day tasks are going to show as events, and overdue all-day tasks get marked overdue after 11:59 p.m. on their end date. update. And this is one of those updates that sounds boring until you think about how agents actually operate. Most of us don't live in one place. We have tasks. We have Google Calendar appointments, showing appointments, inspections, closing, calls, content reminders, family stuff, and whatever else is happening that day. So if your Lofty tasks could show up where your schedule already lives, that's huge. But just be careful not to sink a disaster. If your Lofty task list is already a mess, pushing that mess into Google Calendar is not going to fix it. It's just going to move the chaos to a place that you look at more often. So before you turn this on, clean up your tasks. Go through them and delete the old stuff, close out what's already done, and make sure the task structure makes sense. Then go ahead and sync it. And that way your calendar becomes useful instead of turning into a CRM junk drawer with time slots. So when you take a step back and you look at Lofty 4.43 as a whole, this update is really about operational control. Smart plans are easier to share. Sales agent is easier to assign in bulk. Homeowner agent quota is easier to manage. Segments are easier to build. Transactions are easier to organize. And tasks are easier to see in your calendar. That's the theme here. This update says, let's make the system less painful to run. And honestly, I love that because the agents who win with Lofty are not usually the agents who just buy the platform and hope it magically fixes their business. It's the agents that go in and want to build real systems. They know what happens when a lead comes in. They know what happens when someone responds, and they know what happens when someone gets cold, and they know how their database is organized, and they know exactly what their automations are doing. It's because they treat the CRM like a business asset, not just a place where leads go to disappear. So my biggest takeaway from 4.43 is this: start with smart plans. This is the feature that most agents and teams should pay attention to first. Smart plan export and import is going to save you real time, especially if you're trying to duplicate workflows across accounts. But before you import anything and turn it on, please review the plan. Check the messaging, check the timing, check the tags, check everything you can to make sure that it's set up. And most importantly, go back in there and personalize it. Now, I'm not saying to go rewrite these all on your own. If you guys have been around me long enough, you'll know that cloning yourself into AI so you can go ahead and copy and paste these duplicated messages that are in your style is the key. Okay, and the bulk assign option to sales agent feature is useful, but you got to make sure you watch out for it. And the homeowner agent quota update matters if you're building a real homeowner nurturing strategy, but don't just turn that thing on. The specific user selection inside smart plans actions is delayed, so keep an eye on that one, but remember, it ain't live yet. And the rest of the update is really about cleaning up the operational side of Lofty, and that is the big picture. Lofty 4.43 is not sexy, but it's very useful. And sometimes those are the updates that actually make the biggest difference in your day-to-day business. So if you're using Lofty and you're confused on how to actually set all this stuff up, well, drop a comment below and let me know what part of Lofty is giving you the biggest headache. Is it smart plans, automations, lead routing, sales agent, database cleanup? Whatever it is, put it in the comments and I'll try to point you in the right direction. And if you're looking at Lofty and you want help getting it set up correctly from the beginning, well, I'm a certified Lofty reseller and coach. I can help you get the platform for less than buying it direct. And more importantly, I can help you build the system the right way instead of duct taping it together and hoping that it works. So if this helped you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will keep breaking down these Lofty updates in plain English so you know exactly what changed and why it matters. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next one.